Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy, and today I'm talking to you about what I believe to be the best specialization to use for a rushing playstyle. But before anyone asks me in the comments why today isn't another weapon crate update review, well, the footage I've got recorded right now is of the Machine and Pistola Experimental and the Annihilator SMG. And as Simthic currently hasn't added the in-depth stats for the new weapons, I'm waiting to produce my videos on these two because there's no way to accurately deduce what's going on with them, and I think it will be important to tell you exactly what their strengths and weaknesses are. So if you have a little patience, you'll eventually get a much more helpful video on those. Unless of course it just takes too long and I'm forced to release them before everyone completely loses interest. And so today you're getting this, and I'll be starting on the scout weapons until Simthic update their stats. But back to today's focus. The specialization we're looking at is Slink, and it's something that I now run on my assault class 100% of the time. I do intend to make a video about the specializations I like to use for each class, but Slink absolutely deserves one of its own. So what does Slink do? Well, it makes your footsteps quieter. Some of you may not think this is a big deal, but for players such as myself, having played FPS games for years, having been conditioned to listen for audio cues, and using a headset on a regular basis, this is a pretty huge bonus to have. And trust me, if you aren't paying attention to sound in-game, you could boost your performance by a lot if you start to do so. I pick up a large percentage of my kills by hearing enemies around me and where they're coming from. And so, being able to limit your enemy's ability to do this can have a big impact. What you're watching is a team deathmatch gameplay, a game mode which I've barely touched in Battlefield 1, but have been trying out recently for a refreshing change. And I'm using Slink in this footage and end up finishing 26-1. Now, while that isn't a massive kill total, it is a great KD, and there are moments in this footage where Slink either made it easier for me to get close to people, or it at least made me feel more confident about doing so. But it doesn't just work as a nerf to the enemy's sensory abilities, it provides a boost to yours. I'll show you a demo here of how your footsteps sound to you without Slink. Yes, that was the Annihilator SMG I was holding, and now here's a demo of how your footsteps sound with Slink. So there's definitely a difference there, and that means that you can walk, crouch, and run around with your footsteps taking up less of your attention, making it easier to hit enemies around you without having to be completely still. So Slink has an effect working both ways. It's working both against the enemy and for you. Some people may say that Slink doesn't quieten footsteps as much as they'd like, and well, maybe so, but what I can tell you is that any form of reducing your footstep noise is worthwhile. Plus, I certainly find that I can sneak up on enemies far more easily with Slink equipped. But this is all just my opinion. What do you think? Do you like Slink? Have you used it? And do you find that some people are able to sneak up on you using this specialization? Let me know in the comment section below. Now let's go over to the Board of Awesome for the fantastic people who allow you to get content from me full-time by supporting the channel on Patreon. Without them, it just wouldn't be possible, as I'd need to find another revenue stream. So thank you to everyone on here for simply making this possible. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome, then the link to the Patreon page is in the description and in my pinned comment. Any kind of support is much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to turn on post notifications with the bell button so you don't miss future videos, including the coming weapon crate update reviews, and feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.